The Animal Reiki.
The Animal Reiki.
I love Animal Reiki. I love Karuna Reiki, but they're so different and they hit in different places. And I was supposed to take my Karuna first, just side note. And then you're the one that invited the fact that maybe I need to take the Animal Reiki first. And you hadn't even taken the Animal Reiki yet,
Uh-huh.
but you just have this knowledge that drops into your head. And we've talked about this before. You're like a key that opens up doors for other people. And you don't know where the knowledge comes from. It just comes in.
It
Same
just
thing
does.
happened. You pretty much said, I think you need to take the Animal Reiki first. And I'm like, no, scheduled to take the Karuna Reiki. Like, I feel like that's what I should do. And then sure enough, I took the Animal Reiki first. And it needed to be done that way because the Animal Reiki it grounds you. And I needed that grounding before I took the Karuna class because
Uh-huh.
Karuna brings you back up. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. How would you explain Animal Reiki? The
Well,
feeling of
okay.
it.
Well, so for me, it was very different. I went into it very skeptical. I got to
Mhm.
be honest, because I've been doing Reiki for years. I've been doing Reiki on animals for years.
Yeah.
I did canine massage and I did all sorts of things, and I've helped dogs transition, and I'm that person in the neighborhood that people call me when their dog has fallen and they can't get up, and all of a sudden the dog can get up or whatever. So there are things that have always happened with animals. So I'm like, yeah, I don't need that.
Mhm.
I don't need that. And when I went to Sedona to the retreat, I met some people there, and they did one of the animal Reiki. One of the sessions was about animal Reiki, and we did this meditation, and I was kind of blown away by it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
listening, and I thought, well, maybe there's something that I need to learn here in this animal Reiki.
Yeah.
And so for me, because one of the teachings in there is, hey, got newsflash, human beings are animals, and they fall under that realm.
Yep.
But it was the tree. It was the tree of life. It's the energy of nature
Mhm.
that has me, like, I've always loved nature, but there is a way I walk in nature now that, huh, I don't know if I even have a word for it,
Mhm.
because it's like you said, I just know stuff, like stuff just drops into my head. I don't know where it comes from. I'm not out there seeing visions or anything like that. I am very much of this plane,
Mhm.
you know, but like, I feel like I'm a collector of information. And so stuff comes in. So when I'm walking in nature, it's not like I'm talking to the trees, but I'm kind of talking to the trees. Like,
Mhm.
like I feel them. I feel
Mhm.
them in a way that um, lights me up, helps me on my day. Um, and I think that's part of the animal Reiki. Some of the meditations and things,
Mhm.
experiences that are in that have afforded me a richer understanding of my purpose on the earth, as far as to advocate for, let's stop paving paradise. And,
Yeah.
so yeah. And that was my first experience about taking an online Reiki class too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was taking the animal Reiki, and it makes sense because, you're not going to bring people and their animals all together under one house and expect that everybody's going to get along, because that is
Yeah.
not how it works in the animal kingdom.
No. Especially with that energy around Animal Reiki is gentle. It's more subtle and it's just as powerful, but not as intense as
Yeah.
like normal Reiki or Holy Fire Reiki. But even then, it's new energy. People are trying it out for the first time. So to have that running with a bunch of animals in the room, just not a
Yeah.
good combination.
Right.
So
Right. I kind
online
of,
really is the safest way to teach
I've
it.
kind of had this visual of, like, being at Hogwarts or something,
Yeah.
like when the first time they get to use their wands. I mean, like,
Yeah.
no, I hate to, no, I hate to bring the woo woo in there, but, like, I mean, it kind of feels that way, like all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're like, you're trying something, and
Yeah.
oh, it's going to
Next thing you know,
go.
your dog is, like, what is that?
Yeah,
What are we doing here?
exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
Now, speaking of, Fiona, she's such a nervous girl.
Mhm.
She loved the class. Like, she was with me the whole time,
Yep.
you know,
Mhm.
which I thought was great.
I think so too, yeah. Lily's always with me, and she's not nervous, but, um,
Yeah.
she got so much out of it. You could tell that she was learning and feeling the energy right along with me. It's so crazy to watch how it integrates with them too. Because
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't know probably is that, the animals can be imbued with the Reiki energy too, and they
Right.
can become, you know, like the essence of Reiki through the class. You can the word isn't coming to my head, attune them to the Reiki
Yeah.
energy too, just like we
uh,
are.
Right. And they can actually have, because I think this happened, like, spoiler alert, I think this happened with Lily, but she spontaneously attuned
Mhm.
uh, with someone treating her from your class.
Yep. It
And
was Yeah, it was a crazy experience. She was doing a session on her and a whole bunch of things happened. She healed this part of her, and then all of a sudden the energy just came in and you could tell her body just melted. She relaxed, and
that's so
I'm getting
cool.
lit up thinking about it now, but she's the woman working on her who didn't know her, and this was online. She was not in the same room. She was in Canada. Said, "I think she's being attuned right now. I think that she is." Yeah. It was crazy. It was awesome.
Right.
I don't even
And
know how
it's
to explain it.